What's up, guys? Today we have a Kia Rio here, 2012. We're going to be replacing brakes all around. For the front and rear, we're going to be replacing the rotors and the brake pads, and we're going to walk you through on how we do it. So stay tuned. Alright, the first step is jacking up the car. Make sure you use Jackstands also for safety. Take off your tire. The lug nut size is going to be a 21mm socket. Alright, guys. This one right here is going to be the caliper. We'll be taking out this nut right here, and then there's the bottom one right here. These bolts are going to be a 14mm. And then after that, you're going to be taking out the caliper bracket. This one right here, this big one, it's a 17mm. And the other one's right there. We're going to start removing the caliper. It's going to be a 14mm. And you can just hang it up over here on the strut. And after that, we're gonna remove the caliper bracket. All right, we're gonna start removing the bracket. It's gonna be a 17mm socket. Make sure you save your washer. These bolts come with washers. And after that, I'm gonna show you how to remove the rotor. These rotors are holding on by two Phillip head screws. So you just loosen them. And it should come out. Alright, guys, here's a comparison of the old one and the new rotor. And so right now I'm gonna show you how to clean these rotors before you install them. You're always supposed to clean them. So you just spray it thoroughly around, wipe it off. And do the same for the other side. And you're gonna do this for all four rotors on each side. After that, for it to go back in. All right, before we install the rotor, we're gonna clean the surface right here. Before you put on your rotor, pay attention where these holes are for the screws that hold the rotor in place. So in our case, it's like this. All right, after that, we're gonna be putting in our caliper bracket with our new brake pads. All right, before you install your caliper bracket, what you gotta do is take the sliders off. There you go. Because you need to lubricate these, because these tend to get stuck. Make sure you go to your auto parts store and buy some brake lubricant. Pretty much what you want to do is just put some on the bolt. Just lube it all around. Just a little bit, doesn't have to be a lot. After that, just slide it back in. And just do that for the other side, and then do them all for all four sides of the car. And you should be good. Alright, make sure you remember how the brake pads were positioned, which one was inner, which one was outer. So on this pair, one's gonna have a metal clip and the other one's not. So the one with the clip is gonna be towards the inner. Which one's this one? This one's the old one. So it was like that. So you put it on the bracket, like so. I'm gonna just show you how to install the bracket right now. So just line it up with the holes in the back. Just start threading them up. One side, the top one, the bottom one. Next step is to just install your brake pads. I already installed the inner one, as you saw, so it just goes in like that. Just pop it in the clip, the top one. After that, we're gonna be installing the caliper, but before we install the caliper, we gotta compress the piston. Alright, so here's the piston right here. It's not gonna go in just like that because the new brake pads are gonna be thicker. So you're gonna get your old brake pad, put it right there in front of the piston, get you a brake caliper piston compressor tool, put it in like that, and thread it in clockwise, and it's slowly gonna compress when it gets tight. Once you feel resistance, start spinning it harder and slowly. You can see it's getting flat. Once you can't spin anymore, that means it's already in all the way. After that, take all this off and just pop it in to the bracket. Just line it up with the caliper bracket. After you finish that, clean your rotor good. And after that, just put on your tire back and you're done with one side, and it's gonna be the same for the other side. In this case, this is the front, and we'll show you guys how to do the rear, which is gonna be the same for the other side of the rear. All right, we're gonna be cleaning the rotor after you finish installing all these components. Just clean it good, spray it down, clean it. That. And you're just gonna be doing the same thing after you're done with all four sides. All right, guys, we're gonna start working on the rear brakes. So the first thing you're gonna take off is gonna be the caliper. It's gonna be a 14 millimeter. Also, the caliper brake is gonna be a 14 millimeter too. So that's all you really need. And we're gonna take out the caliper first, and we'll show you how to take out the bracket in a bit. Other than that, that's the hard part of the job. So now we're gonna be removing the caliper bracket bolt, 14 millimeter. It's gonna be the same for the top one and the bottom one. All right, we're gonna start taking out the caliper bracket. There she is. All right, the next step is removing the rotor. This rotor is also holded on by a screw, a Phillip's head screw. Sometimes it can get stuck. All right, guys, and if that's not working for you, I got a little something for you now. There you go. That's all you need. All right, we just cleaned the rotor, so now we're gonna install it back. Make sure you pay attention which where the hole is at, so you can hold it with the screw. After that, you're gonna go ahead and tighten the screw to hold it in place. And after you do that, we're gonna start installing the caliper bracket, and we'll show you how to do that in a bit. All right, right now before we put on the bracket, he's installing the new brake pads in him. Make sure you also lube the the sliders, which we already did that. So the next step is going to be installing it. All right, we decided to just compress the caliper piston, and this one you basically need a special tool for this because it's not like any front calipers. So we don't have that. So what we're using is some long needle nose pliers just to get the job done. They work pretty fine. So it's a little bit harder, but it gets it done. So pretty much it has like 4 or 2 teeth. You kind of grab them, and then while you try to spin it clockwise, you're pressing it down at the same time. But y'all get the idea. Just spin it all the way till it gets flushed down, and after that, you can install your caliper. Be right back. We're just starting to tighten them up. After that, just pop in your caliper. Alright guys, after you install your caliper bracket, now you can install your caliper. So you just thread it on top and then the bottom, tighten it up, and after that you should be done. Clean the rotor, clean it good. So pretty much we're finished with all 4 sides. So you're gonna bleed the brakes, all 4 sides, test drive it, see how it feels, and we'll be back to you. Alright guys, I just came back from test driving the car. Brake system is all good. Yeah, after that you're basically finished. Make sure you subscribe, like, and stay tuned for other videos that we're gonna have coming up. We're gonna keep making videos more like this, and give us some feedback on our way of working, some things that we should change. Until next time, peace.